Today we're going to be looking at the top 10 football cards that have went up the most over the last week. We're going to be using the Market Movers tool to find all of these over the last 7 days. So all we're going to do, we're going to go here to Movements. By the way, there will be a link in the description for Market Movers. We're going to choose football. Scroll down a bit, choose football. We're going to do only graded cards and only rookie cards, and then we're going to search. So now looking at this, it looks like number 10 on the list is Odell Beckham Jr. I really like the data this shows. It shows us what the starting price was 7 days ago and what it's going for now. So it's gone up about 141%. Let's go in and take a look at it actually. Let's click on it. And you see here's some sales that happen. What we'll do, we'll click right here to look at the actual chart. I really like looking at these charts. This is why this tool is so powerful. It's a very robust tool, but I really like these charts. I'm a chart guy. I can already hear you saying, oh, how do I get this? The link is in the description for Market Movers. It should be a discount code, discount link also. But over the last 7 days for Odell Beckham, you can see that it started the week at, looks like $24. And then it pumped up to $40, and then it came down. Here was a sale down here at $14.50, and that looks like that was below the average. To me, it looks like the average price is about $30 is a good support. You can see most of the sales are at 30 or above. So something below 30 for this Odell Beckham card is probably solid. I'm not the biggest Odell Beckham fan. It's not something I'd be investing in, but nonetheless, something to pay attention to. Number 9 on the list is Reggie White. Up 146% on the week. This was the lowest price. This was the highest, the latest sale anyways. Here was the average. Overall, looks like it's up about 146%. Let's pull that up real quick. Let's just go to the chart. So he was dipping down. He's had some run up here. That's very interesting. That's over the last 30 days. Let's go over the last 7 days. Not a lot of sales in the last 7 days, so hard to read on that. Again, when we go back here and look over the last 7 days, it says there was 6 sales, but that does not seem to be what I see on here when I go to the chart over the last 7 days. It just shows the 1 sale, so I'm not sure what that discrepancy is. Nonetheless, I'm not that interested in a Reggie White. Trevor Lawrence, though, I'm interested in. 150% up on the week. Let's click on that. Let's take a look at the chart. Let's not even screw around. So here's this sale over here for about $33. Then we had this sale for $50. So that's a pretty sizable gain over the week. I mean, that's what? That's dang near 40% over the last 7 days. Let's go see if any are for sale over on eBay. We can just click this little button right here. It'll bring us right over there and have this nice search for us. Now it's bringing up mosaics. Again, that's probably because, you know, oh, that is what we were looking at. I'm sorry. For some reason, I thought it was the Prism. Okay. So we see that if we sort them by shipping plus lowest first, buy it now, $22 we can get it for, but that is a 9. And what we were looking at back here was, in fact, a 9. Now, I should have sorted it only by PSA 10s, but nonetheless, I want to just give a nice clean look. This $22 one seems to be pretty solid because, again, if we go back to the chart, you can see here that that is well below the average here. So that's really interesting. I'm interested. I may put a link in the description for this card if you guys want to go check it out to this eBay listing here. But most of them you can see are $30. That one, very interesting. I don't see any crazy marks on the actual PSA label here. So interesting. That just seems like a good deal to me. Next on the list is J.K. Dobbins. Again, it's a PSA 9 up 160% on the week. Didn't move too much. This isn't really a card I'd be interested in buying. It's just too low after fees, after shipping. It's just too hard to make money on that. You could do it on Star Stock, though, and trade a card like that. Next on the, and J.K. Dobbins, I'm bullish on the season that he's going to have. It makes sense to me that he's going to get a lot of play. He's someone I have on my fantasy team. I think J.K. Dobbins is going to have a pretty damn good year. But next on the list is Derek Thomas, 1989 tops traded PSA 9, up 163%. I don't know. I'm just curious to see what his chart looks like. Not something I think I'd be very interested in buying. Over only 1 day on the last 7 days. Let's go to 30 days. Yeah, he just had this big spike up here. Derek Thomas, not the most liquid card on the market, if you know what I mean by liquidity. Next on the list is Steve Young. We're getting some classics here, 167%. Now, I am more interested in this because he is a quarterback, right? So, looks like, God, boy, is that a rookie? A PSA 4. Ooh, interesting. Let's just pull it up. Let's just pull up the chart right away. So, over the last 30 days, looks like we had a sale here for $7.20. That does seem cheap, even though it's a PSA 4. $19.20. I'll probably make a video after this one looking at just the PSA 10s that went up over the last week. But nonetheless, I wanted to give a broad one because it includes cards like this. Steve Young, you know, all-timer, Hall of Famer, but not a card I think I'm very interested in, not the PSA 4. Anyways, actually, as a matter of fact, let's do this. Let's go find some other, there were some sales. Let's find some other Steve Young cards here. Just real quick, I'm not going to take forever on it. And we'll come back to this. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go to charts and just type in Steve Young. And right off the bat, here's what came up for sale. All these different grades, PSA 8 for 115, PSA 5, PSA 7 for 26 bucks, some raws. Very, very interesting. And what I can do here is I can just click this card and just go over to chart. And then I have his chart right here for this exact card. This is by far the most powerful tool I use in sports card investing. I just don't even know. I remember getting Beckett's as a kid, you know, and this is just such a game changer. I don't know how anyone trades cards as an investor, buys and sells without this tool. I mean, seriously, I can't say enough good things. Yes, the link is in the description if you want to check it out. I believe it is a discount link also. So over the last 30 days, you know, it's been pretty steady. As you can see the nice median dotted line here. You know, it looks like it is, I'd say, about a $25 card. If you can get it for under 25, it looks like that is a deal. If you can get it for under 20, that's a really good deal. That only happened one time right here, obviously. Let's go back to the top 10 cards. So we had Steve Young here. Who's next on the list? Jameis Winston. I believe we are at number 4 of the top 10, up 193%. Now, I haven't been paying that much attention. Did Jameis Winston get a starting job somewhere? Very well could have. PSA 10, rookie card, Topps Chrome. This is before Panini took over. $14.50, $7.50. That's the price change. Average minimum sale. Let's just pull up the chart on that. This isn't something I'd really want to buy on eBay. The price is just too low. I have a hard time buying a card on eBay that's graded for under, you know, 40, 50 bucks just because of the extra fees and the shipping and stuff. It's just hard to make money when you're looking to flip stuff. So over the last 30 days, not a ton of sales. Looks like back here there were 3 sales that day, and then boom, took off from $7 to $20. Then it cooled off. Now it's come back up. So this card's really looks like it's at the upper part of its range. I don't think I'd be interested in it. And Jameis, you know, he's still Jameis. He'll go licking his fingers, making that W. Number, I believe, 3 on the list. Yeah, number 3 on the list is Jarvis Landry, and the next 2 are really saucy also, especially number 1, but number 2 is just a personal favorite of mine. Jarvis Landry, up 194%. Now, this isn't a card I'd be interested in buying. I don't think there's a lot of liquidity and demand for this. But it looks like this card did pop up. Why? I am not sure. I'm just going to skip it altogether. Next on the list, my favorite player of all time, Randy Moss. Randy Moss. Randy Moss. I'm a Vikings fan, obviously, and he is my favorite player of all time. Top 2 receivers of all time. I don't even think that's a question. It's between him and Jerry Rice, and they're 2 very different types of receivers. Anyways, 1998 base. This is a PSA 8. I would definitely want this in a PSA 10. What's the pop count on this? I didn't even mentioning this. Only 292 of these, up 207% on the week. Number 1 you're going to be very interested in, by the way, so stick around. Only $7.50. Boy, I'm almost tempted to buy one of these. It's just so cheap, and it's just, you know, true collection for me. If we scroll over how many sales in the last week, only 2. Total sales $30, average of 15. Got it for as low as that. Let's go over here to Random Mall. Yep. There's that chart. It's up here, dipped down, went up. It's in the upper part of the range. If I go over to eBay, just click this little button here. Looks like the sort by lowest, $25 is the cheapest. I wouldn't be looking to pay that. I would be looking for that lower range because, like I said, on the chart here, it just shows that I can get it for well under 20 bucks. So not interested in buying at that price. but maybe take on an auction. And number 1 on the list, which is probably the most relevant card, Justin Herbert. Apparently his absolute base, PSA 9, pop count of 2131, up 208% on the week. Starting at $650, last sale of $20. It's pretty cheap. How many sales? 6 sales on the week. Let's pull up his chart. It's over the last 30 days. Look at the last 7 days. Pretty sideways. Let's go to 30 days. Peak football card buying season. They usually peak out around July, August is usually when we have a top before it goes into the season. Kind of all over. Looks like it's in the upper part of its range. It looks to me like if you can get it for under $14, seems pretty decent to me. Not quite in the price range I would be looking to do things on eBay. But with that being said, if I go to Justin Herbert, we'll go back to charts real quick. We'll just type in Herbert, Justin Herbert, and select rookie card only. And let's go with the absolute football right here. There we go. There's variations that we could choose, but we're not gonna. We're just gonna look at this real quick. Look at the PSA 10. Only 31 bucks. Wow. That seems cheap to me. What's pop count? 4,200. Not terrible, not great, not terrible. Let's just go to chart. This is such a powerful tool. So here's his chart. It's been on the down trend over the last 30 days. This is the card that I would really be looking at. So it looks to me like if you can get it for under 30 bucks, that could probably hold pretty well. I think as we go into the season, you can see this card go up, but I'm more of a Prism optic kind of guy. They're just more liquid. There's just more demand for them, and they're usually easier flips. Let's go back to movements real quick. And so that concludes our top 10 here. Just to show you something else, there's actually a top 20 list. I just didn't want to make that long of a video. Here are the other number 11 through 20 here. Trevor Lawrence, Boomer, Kellen Winslow, Drew Lock, Justin Herbert, Clyde Edwards, Justin Jefferson, my boy, Jamar Chase, Mark Gore, Frank Gore, beast. I love Frank Gore. I just do. I mean, you just got to respect that guy. Plus, there's Frank Gore Jr. in college now. I can't wait for that. Marcus Allen. So these are some pretty good ones down here. Again, I'll put a link in the description for the Market Movers tool that we've been using here, and it should be a discount link. Have yourselves a good day.